Imagine staring into the eyes of someone who's not just a soldier but a living legend, an individual who makes even the toughest of warriors feel a twinge of unease. These are the men whose names are whispered with respect, their feats so extraordinary they border on myth. But what makes a soldier truly dangerous? Is it their physical prowess, their indomitable spirit, or the chilling ability to remain calm in the face of death? By the end of this video, you'll not only know the answer, you'll feel it. Let's begin with a question. If you had to face one of the most dangerous soldiers in U.S. history, would you rather it be someone who could crush you with brute strength, or someone who could outthink you, outlast you, and outfight you in ways you'd never see coming? Keep that in mind, because you're about to meet three soldiers who redefine the word dangerous. And one of them, well, let's just say his story might leave you sleeping with one eye open tonight. First, picture a man running 100 miles without stopping, his body battered, his mind unyielding. That man is David Goggins. Now, some of you may be rolling your eyes, thinking, oh, another motivational speech about Goggins. But here's the thing. His story isn't just about physical endurance, it's about obliterating limits. A Navy SEAL, ultramarathon runner, and former Air Force Tactical Air Control Party member, Goggins transformed himself from an overweight, insecure man into a human weapon. Imagine having the mental fortitude to turn pain into fuel, every broken bone, every sleepless night, a reminder that he's not done yet. Now ask yourself, what's your excuse for quitting when things get tough? Hold on, though, don't get too inspired just yet. Because our next soldier takes dangerous to a level that's almost unsettling. Have you heard of Sergeant Major Brad Kasal? If not, prepare to question everything you think you know about bravery. In the heart of Fallujah, Kasal entered a house swarming with insurgents, knowing full well he might not come out alive. And when the grenades exploded, when the bullets flew, and when his own blood soaked the floor, Kasal didn't flinch. He shielded his comrades with his body, refusing to surrender until every last Marine was safe. Oh, and he did all this while holding off the enemy with one arm, because his other one? Yeah, that was too injured to move. Is it just me, or does your last bad day at work suddenly feel like a vacation? But if you thought that was intense, just wait until you hear about the third soldier. This one's different, not just dangerous but downright terrifying in his precision. Chris Kyle, the legendary Navy SEAL sniper, saved countless American lives with his unmatched skill. Known as the Devil of Ramadi, Kyle had over 160 confirmed kills, yet he carried the weight of his actions with a quiet humility. Have you ever wondered what it takes to pull the trigger, knowing you're ending a life to save another? Kyle lived with that burden every day, protecting his brothers in arms and ensuring they made it home. His story is one of sacrifice, and let's be honest, how many of us could shoulder even a fraction of that responsibility? Now, here's where it gets interesting. What connects these three men? It's not just their physical skills or their battlefield heroic. It's their mindset. They all understood that fear is a weapon, one they refused to let control them. Instead, they wielded it like a blade, turning danger into their greatest ally. And that, my friends, is what makes them truly terrifying. But let me ask you this. If they could conquer their fears and push beyond what seemed humanly possible, what's stopping you from doing the same? Maybe it's time to stop asking, how do they do it? And start asking yourself, why can't I? One final thought before you go. Danger isn't about the size of the weapon or the strength of the body, it's about the will. And these three soldiers didn't just possess willpower, they embodied it. So, the next time you think you've hit your limit, remember this. The most dangerous thing in the world isn't a soldier with a gun. It's a human being who refuses to quit. Now, are you ready to push your limits, or are you still waiting for the perfect moment? Because the clock's ticking, and the battlefield of life waits for no one.